All right, everybody, Samori Benjamin here at Citi Field, here with the son of a former New York Met, and tomorrow's actually Mets Alumni Day, and your father, I know, Al Leiter, will be out here tomorrow. Folks, Jack Leiter, Texas Rangers pitcher. Jack, man, thanks so much for joining me. I appreciate it. Yeah, man, so first of all, my first question to you, your dad, longtime Met, did a lot of great things. You, being his son growing up, were you a Mets fan growing up?
It was really hard to pick a team growing up because my dad played for not only the Mets but the Yankees, Marlins, and Blue Jays. So I was really a fan of players. I mean, growing up playing backyard baseball on my computer, I fell in love with some of those guys that were in that little video game, and kind of followed them throughout their career. And I mean, as a local, I would say I liked when the Mets did well. I was at one of the World Series games against Kansas City here as a fan. So, yeah, obviously, my dad considers himself to be a fan.
Yeah, yes, and yeah, I believe you grew up research on you were born in 2000, is that correct? 2000. So, that was your father's last All-Star team, I know. So, and then he retired in 2005, played with the Yankees in 05 and the Marlins. So, I know. You were about 5 at that time. So, okay, yeah, so you're from Jersey and all that. Talk about playing baseball as a kid in the backyard. Who were some of your favorite players who you like to watch growing up?
I loved Ichiro. I loved Ichiro. I loved Big Papi, Ken Griffey Jr. As I started to get older, I really liked Evan Longoria. Another one that my dad played with here, Jose Reyes. I was a big fan of Jose.
Me too.
And then with the Marlins, Juan Pierre. There were certain guys that I loved to watch play, and it was just one of those things. Maybe not always just a rhyme or reason. It was just something that I felt.
Yeah, man, I gotta tell you, so I grew up a Yankee fan here in the city, but when he was playing, my favorite player was Jose Reyes, you know, so I definitely, yeah, he was my favorite player. I felt like in 06, he should have won the MVP. That year went to Ryan Howard. Okay, so now you talk about, now you are a pitcher and you're a right-hander. Your father was a lefty. So how was it, your father giving you advice and teaching you, him being a lefty, you being a righty?
I mean, I wouldn't say that necessarily had a negative aspect.
Clearly it worked out fine, so.
No, I mean, he's a great coach. He's been the most influential pitching mind on my career development since I was 8 years old. So he knows exactly how I move and when I'm at my best, things that I'm doing. So I couldn't ask for a better coach than my dad.
Yeah, and it's funny because you mentioned that one of your favorite players was Ichiro, and I'm not sure if you know this, but the general manager, Chris Young, he made one All-Star team. That was 2007. That was in San Francisco. That was the year when Ichiro had the inside the park home run in the All-Star game. And that was against Chris Young, your general manager. Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yes. Okay, now, you grew up in Jersey. What was it like for you, the competition in Jersey, growing up in Jersey?
Yeah, I think New Jersey sports is really slept on, especially by a lot of the guys from the southern states that really dominate in baseball, basketball, football. They think New Jersey's kind of, I don't know what they think, but I think New Jersey was, there was so much talent growing up here. A lot of really good baseball players who went to really good Division I schools, who went on to play professionally, and a lot of guys in the big leagues. So I think, I'm grateful for where I grew up.
Yeah, and I'm sure New York probably gets even worse rap because it seems like we don't have a lot of guys coming out of New York anymore, especially in baseball. But so you're a pitcher, very successful, very tough being a pitcher. I play baseball. I can never pitch. I can never like enough. And what's the psyche of being a pitcher, and how were you able to master your craft at a young age in high school?
I mean, it's a never-ending process. I think pitching is the impossible chase for perfection. That's what all starting pitchers are chasing, is making the perfect pitch, and once you make that one, doing it again and replicating over the whole game and over the whole season. And it's a beautiful but frustrating thing, because from the time you're young, you're getting frustrated about certain things, and you find yourself getting frustrated about those same things, whether it's mechanical, feel for a pitch, something in the big leagues. So I think that's the cool part about it.
Yeah, and you went to Vanderbilt, that's where you went to school, and 2019, you won the championship. You were there. Were you there?
I didn't get there until 2020.
2020, okay, 2020. So I know one guy who was on that 2019 team, your teammate, 2020, for half a year, Austin Martin. Well, anyway, how did you end up deciding to go to Vanderbilt?
It was just a dream. My sister was actually there. She's older. She's 3 years older than me, and she went to Vanderbilt. And it was a dream watching Danny Swanson, and before him, David Price, Sonny Gray. The list goes on of the alumni there. And I wanted to be the next guy to go through Vanderbilt up to the big leagues. And what Coach Corbin and Coach Frank do there is second to none.
You know, I really enjoyed watching you. You got the pitch with Kumar Rocker, who now is the here with the Rangers one. What was it like just being part of the rotation with Kumar and both of you guys in the College World Series, and then now you all ended up being teammates in Texas?
Yeah, it's special. It's special. It feels like we've kind of been at each other's sides for a long way now, and through the ups and downs, and that continues. And hopefully, there's a lot more good things to come with us two playing together.
I got a few more quick ones for you. I don't want to keep you all night, but so you get drafted 2021, second overall pick in the draft. What was that moment like to be able to share that with your family?
It's special, yeah. Family, friends, coaches. It was one of those steps along the way. It's not an end point where you're like, I've made it, but it's definitely a night to step back and appreciate all the work that you put in.
What was the biggest adjustment for you from college ball to minor leagues?
I think filtering out all the data and analytics that you're fed in professional baseball. Our coaches at Vanderbilt did a good job of filtering that for me, and it's a long process, but I figured out the way to filter out so I have just enough information and I can also go compete at a free market.
And how would you say what your overall experience is going through the grind that only you guys do in minor leagues? Not easy. How was that?
Yeah, I mean, highs and lows, of course. I definitely didn't perform as nearly as well as I knew I was capable of my first year and a half or so in the minor leagues. I think I'm a lot better for it. I learned a lot. I think you learn a lot more than the lows than the highs.
So your father, of course, your uncle in the major leagues. You had an older cousin, Mark Leiter Jr., who made the major leagues 2 years before you. So how was it to have somebody who you grew up with, who a cousin of yours that you saw in the major leagues, who did it before you did?
Yeah, I mean that's special. It's I'm gonna say rare. I think maybe one of a kind to have a Thanksgiving dinner where there's 4 big leaguers kind of sitting at the meal with me, my cousin, his dad, my uncle Mark, and my dad. So I mean that's something that I don't take for granted. I'm extremely lucky. I have a lot of close family members that I really care about who have done what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, I just heard the other day that you have another cousin younger who is a really top prospect, so good luck to him. Now, you made your major league debut last year, 2024. What do you remember that experience being like?
I mean, it's a whirlwind. It happens really fast, and I mean, it's again one of those afterwards you step back and really appreciate all the work that you put in, and then it's back to work. I think the results were definite highs and lows, more lows than highs in my time in the big leagues last year, and that continues on, and continue to learn and find new ways to get better.
What do you think of your progression this season?
I'm happy with it. I've learned a lot, and I hope I can continue to keep getting better until the season ends, and then carry that into the off season and get even better.
Okay, so like I said earlier, tomorrow the alumni game. Your father will be a part of it, Shea Stadium versus Citi Field, so your dad will be part of the Shea Stadium team. Do you think that your father has anything left? Because apparently it's going to be a real game, and is your father really excited about playing the game?
Yeah, I don't think he knows what he signed himself up for necessarily. His body's been hurting for sure, so we'll see what he's got. I think he was like, yeah, I'm going to go give it a shot, lob it in there. But if it's a real game, then it's going to be, I'm excited to see it.
Right, so you'll be out here watching?
Yeah.
Okay, and when you came to the major leagues, was there a batter who you faced that you grew up watching and you were like, oh wow, I can't believe I'm facing this guy?
I mean, definitely lots of guys that I really looked up to in college and high school. I'm trying to think. I mean, I remember watching Aaron Judge debut and
I was there.
facing him and
Oh, right.
and then facing him is no, I mean,
Yeah. I was. No, I'm sorry. Actually, his debut that was 2016. Actually, at the game, Homer first that back.
Okay.
Yeah. Him and Tyler Austin back to back.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I mean, that's a big one. Obviously, he's one of, if not the best hitter in the game. So that was a cool one.
Last one for you. The most talented player, teammate that you ever played with.
I'm gonna go with DeGrom.
Nice. DeGrom, you know what? Now that you say that, big game tonight. DeGrom back there, facing the match for his time back since you left. Big game. So are you excited about watching it?
Yeah, I mean, I can't wait. His first time pitching back here. Obviously, he did so many great things in this city for this team in this stadium. So I'm excited to see how the fans react, and I'm excited to see what he does. Like every
All right, folks. Texas Rangers, second-year pitcher, 2021 number 2 overall pick, son of Al Leiter. He'll be out here tomorrow, Alumni Game. Check it out. Jack Leiter, Jack, man, great meeting you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate you, man.
Thank you.
All right, folks, we're back.